What's going on YouTube channel here? We are back. If you've never tuned in my channel, welcome to a Dueling Network video. This is a video against me and Guywiththeface13, and I open up and I start playing a stupid mashup of plants and stuff, and I didn't really know what to do. I just needed a deck. So I go first turn, summon the Thunder King, and sit a bottomless. I don't know what he's playing at this point. He just said he put a mashup of cards together, and I said, me too. My extra deck wasn't even that good. My main deck wasn't even that good. So he ended up going 1-for-1 Dandy, and I was like, damn. I would have 1-for-1 too, but I didn't get Dandy. But he goes into Cyber Valley and gets out 2 tokens, in which he removes the token and the Cyber Valley to draw 2 cards. And I said, advantage. But I knew that because I had a Thunder King, I did still have a little bit of an advantage on him, but I did have the 2 Tour Guides in hands. He summons the Gigantes, and I was upset, so I had to bottomless that thing. I was like, damn. So, because I have the 2 Tour Guides in hand, I know that I have a Tour Bus in deck, sorry. So I can go into the Tour Bus and then go over into like a Leviathan Dragon or something. But I didn't want to waste the Valor or the Thunder King for the Formula Synchron, because I felt I could just use it later, because I could just attack over the Formula Synchron. But he had the Mind Control, and he takes the Thunder King and it sinks for 6 into an Orient Dragon. Not something I really read. So he attacks for 2,300. I take that big damage. And then I think he just sets one and passes. No, he Gold Sarks into a Redox and a Return in a different dimension. And yeah, not bad. Adds Redux to hand. And then he sits one and passes. So I drop a turn, I draw the D Prison. And at this point, I know I gotta get over the Orient Dragon. What I should have done, and I didn't do this, is summon the Tour Guide, go into Tour Bus, overlay into Send Mains, and just wait, and then get something next turn. Because that could be a D Prison, could be a Mirror Force, and if that's the case, then I get potential to lose because he has the return, at hand. But I end up going to Leviathan Dragon, detaching the Tour Bus to get back the Thunder King, and I realized that I was stupid, and I was like, I should just put the Tour Bus back because I have a Tour Guide in hand. So I was like, I'm just gonna put that back, and I just attack. He didn't have the D Prison or the Mirror Force, so I'm like, okay. So I set one and pass. First turn of the Gold Sarks, and I'm behind on life points at this point. So I'm trying to remember what he does. I think he just passes. So I summon the other Tour Guide, hoping that maybe he doesn't have a Torrential. But he max C's on activation, so I know that he. Alright, so what do I do here? I think I just attacked because if it is a Mirror Force now, and he was just waiting. I do have the Tour Bus to grab back a Thunder King or something, but then I just attack and then go into Zen Mains. But he Heavy Storms me next turn. I start crying a little bit, and then then he safe zones the Leviathan Dragon. So I forget what he does from here. I know that. Let's see what it does. I forget what happens here. Alright, yeah. Specialist Redox. And then he sets one and passes. And I don't know what his back row is. I draw the max C, thinking maybe that, if he does go off this turn, I can max C and then sit behind his Zen Mains. So he returns. I max C. I draw 1. And from here, I think I asked him if he can go into Gigantes. He starts thinking, because he had the same thought as I did, and he goes, I'm just going to play as if it can't, because this card can only be special summoned by play 1 Earth and monster in your graveyard. It was summoned successfully, but right now there's no ruling on it, because there shouldn't, because it's a Gigantes. So he was like, fuck it. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning when we were doing this. So he gets all that out. He has the Dandy, the Cyber Valley, and the Max C, and he removes the Cyber Valley and the Max C to draw 2 cards. And here's where he starts to go off. He's trying to beat me this turn. So he draws 2. I'm trying to think. What does it do here? I wish I would just check his grave, because I want to know what's in there now. Alright. Yeah, he specials Formula Synchron, synchros into a Librarian, gets 2 tokens, and then I think he summons something with Birdman. I think he just normal summons the Birdman. But whenever I see Birdman, I just think he's automatically just special summoned. So I was just like, draw one. I think here's the Birdman. One sec. Let us wait. Where's the Birdman? I have a debris dragon in there because I'm also playing Crane Crane. It's really funny. Crane Crane's a debris target. So he goes, I'm just gonna normal summon the thing and then draw. And then he goes army arm. I was getting all confused because it was so early in the morning. I was drawing wrong. I should have one more card in hand. Yeah, alright, so that's good. Now it's all fixed. So he goes the army arm and then removes and specialist bulb. And then he goes into level 8, so he goes into Scrap Dragon. He's really trying to push our game right now. But I draw, and that's the only reason he's going under max C. So he tries to pop, then I Veiler. Trying to keep a little bit of damage. And then, because next turn I have to win. I can't have this many cards in hand and not try to win this turn. So I have to Veiler that. I draw the Reborn Tengu. So he's 4 back row, don't care. If he has the Judgment, he has the Judgment. It really doesn't do too much, but Heavy Storm, he has the Judgment. He goes down to 825. I gotta win this turn. I go into Reborn Tengu, I believe, and then I Econ and take his Scrap Dragon. This was a really tough turn for myself because I was really just kind of cornered. I was very limited in what I could do because he did have 3 back rows. So Econ, take his Scrap Dragon, and then get out another Reborn Tengu. Now, his back rows are pretty big threats, but I gotta try to go for him because I don't care if I can attack. I can attack over that stuff. But let me see what he does. I know I definitely misplayed here, and I'll admit that because what I should have done is set the Compulse and set the 1-for-1. But actually, I end up activating the 1-for-1, discarding the Spore, special summoning a Veiler, and then econing the Veiler, taking the Librarian. From there, I definitely didn't read what's going to happen, which is why I lost. But I was thinking to myself, do I pop? I don't need to pop the Orient Dragon. I can pop a back row and just attack, because if he has a D Prison or something, and he has a D Prison, if he has a Mirror Force, it's whatever. But I was going back and forth if I should hit the Tengu or not. I end up actually going for hitting the Librarian, because if he can stop this, then he gets all that shit back, and I'm like, I'd be upset. But I hit the Foolish Burial, and I was upset. But I get over the thing, gets another 325, and then I attack for the 17, and then he called the Haunteds into his Librarian again. So I was pretty salt. And now I was just really stupid. Since it's so early in the morning, I was just like, no big deal, I'll just book a Moon the Scrap Dragon, and then he forgets that it's his. And then I was like, oh wait, the game doesn't forget. But I did that, and I was really stupid. And me and Face at the same time were just like, what? And I was like, well, I'm going to lose this. But I had the Compulse. And I was like, right now, this is where I was on a Skype call. I was like, I'm better off playing drunk right now. So I was upset. So he flips the thing up. I have a Compulse, so I can live a turn. Maybe I draw something. And I do have a Debris Dragon. And I have targets. So we'll see. So he goes into Card Trooper, mills 3. And I was pretty salt. I have the Compulse. So I get that. He does draw once. Now he's left with just a Librarian. He's already normal summoned. But then he goes Grand Soil. I was salt. But he goes into Grand Soil, and then I forget what he specials. But I was real salt. He gets out of Birdman. And I think he sinks for 8 maybe? I don't know. But I was real upset. I was super salt. I think I don't know what he does. Right about now, I was just really stupid. After that misplay, I was like, man, that sucks. I don't know what I was thinking. But then when he milled for Card Trooper and he got that Earth in there, I was just like, oh god. But he gets up the Thunder King, then he attacks, and I'm like, I can't do nothing. So I lose. Well, thank you very much for watching. My name is Jim11. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Peace.